The king who rotted alive. Once there was a king who had everything: power, riches, a kingdom that bowed to his will. But behind the golden crown and royal robes was a man slowly being consumed from within. This is the story of Henry VIII, a king who reshaped a nation, broke from the church, married 6 queens, and ruled with an iron fist. But by the end of his life, he was no longer a ruler, but a prisoner of his own decaying body. In his youth, Henry was admired across Europe. Strong, athletic, cultured. He danced, jousted, played music, wrote poetry. He was called the most handsome prince of his time. People believed he would lead England into a golden age. And for a while, he did. But Henry's obsession with having a male heir changed everything. When his first wife, Catherine of Aragon, failed to give him a son, Henry grew restless. And when the Pope refused his request for divorce, Henry made a decision that shook the Christian world. He separated from the Catholic Church and declared himself head of the Church of England. All for love, or so it seemed. He married Anne Boleyn, and when she too failed to produce a son, he had her executed. One by one, his wives came and went. 6 marriages, 2 beheadings, and endless heartache. But what no one saw was how the king himself was falling apart. In 1536, Henry suffered a horrific jousting accident. His leg was crushed. The wound festered and never healed. It turned into a chronic ulcer, oozing pus and reeking with infection. Doctors could not stop the decay. The once proud king could barely walk. His body ballooned with weight. His pain was constant. But it didn't end there. As his body weakened, his mind darkened. He grew paranoid. He turned on trusted allies. Advisors were executed. Friends vanished. Even his loyal wife, Catherine Howard, was beheaded. The court was ruled by fear. No one dared speak against him. His power was absolute, and so was his suffering. Henry screamed in pain during the night. His leg was wrapped in cloth to hide the stench. Specially made beds and chairs supported his enormous weight. Servants fainted from the smell. Yet Henry ruled on, determined to keep his throne, no matter the cost. By the end of his life, he weighed over 350 pounds. His legs were blackened with gangrene. His teeth were rotting. His breath foul. His skin pale, almost grey. He was trapped in his own dying flesh. When he died in 1547, some claimed his body burst in the coffin. A grotesque image, but one that fit the tragic fall of a mighty king. Henry VIII is remembered for many things: the creation of the Church of England, his 6 wives, his break from Rome. But behind the history books lies a darker truth: the story of a man who ruled with fire and died in slow, painful decay. He was not just a king. He was a warning of pride, obsession, and the price of unchecked power. This is the story of the king who rotted alive.